Runanubandha means the physical memory that you carry within you. This can happen because of blood relationship. This can also happen due to sexual relationships. That body has a certain memory. It's not appropriate to say genetic memory. Runanubandha is not like genetic factors being transmitted from parent to child, not on that level. There is a physical memory of remembering where you came from. Not necessarily in terms of tone of your skin, shape of your nose, how you're built, your race, not that. It is just that if you just as much as hold somebody's hand, you will develop Runanubandha. This is why in India, if you come, people will do like this. They don't want to do that. We will love you like this. And there are many things, they won't give certain substances. Nobody will give salt to you or will receive salt from you. If you try to give them salt, you'll say, keep it here. They don't want to take it from your hands. The till or the sesame seeds, they won't take it from you. Certain types of soils, nobody will receive it from you. If you want to give soil to somebody, any kind of soil, there are rituals where soil is given, always you keep it down, I'll pick it from there. Never take it from somebody's hands, because you will develop Runanubandha. Because the culture is constantly conscious of not building bondage, to keep the bondage of life to the minimal extent, only to the extent it's necessary, because you're working towards your liberation. Because of that, this awareness and these sensitivities have come. So the body remembers any kind of intimacy, not only with another physical body, any kind of intimacy even with any physical substance, it remembers. Certain types of substances are more capable of doing this, certain other types are less. So, for this here in the temple, they're doing Kleshanashana. Have you been through it, anybody? The fire wash. That is, if you're not getting cleaned with a regular shower, we're burning you out. So what Kleshanashana is a way of burning various types of physical memories that we have picked up. Not necessarily because of relationships, just by contact, just by coming in touch with so many things. People, situations, atmospheres, so many things, this body picks up memory. Physical memory, beyond a certain point that what you pick up, will cause a certain level of confusion. Confusion, not here, this confusion is a different thing, that is something you have earned. But physical confusion, if the body is confused, it can't come to ease. It is… many of you have noticed this, certain days your body seems to be confused. Have you noticed this? Wherever you sit somehow, another day you sit down, So, we created various systems to cleanse. One thing is fire wash, air wash. Really? Of course, the water wash every day. When I was in a period of time when I was into lot of sadhana, I would have somewhere between 5 to 7 showers a day. Because your system becomes so sensitive, you sat on this cushion, now you're conscious what this cushion is doing to you. So you want to wash, at least just water running over your body. 5 to 7 days, 7 times a day. This is not like calculated, I must do it 5 times or 7 times. Whenever you feel like it, Most yogis have shower at least twice a day, minimum. Usually it's a dip in the river. Just at least once you dip in flowing water so that you're washed clean. And during the shift of southern hemisphere to northern hemisphere, which is right now, and again from north to south in June, July, these times the winds are strong in tropical country, or at least in India. In the Indian subcontinent, the winds are strong. So, there are simple processes where you must go and stand in the wind so that you get a wind wash, proper air wash. You will see it'll do wonders to you. You try this, when there is a strong breeze, just wear something loose and just simply stand there for half an hour, being conscious of this with your eyes closed, both this way and from the back. You get enough breeze flowing over you, you come back into your house and you feel like, so much lighter and better. You don't know this probably. All the sannyasis, all the sadhus and sannyasis always use very fine sieved mud, red earth to color their clothes. Entire ashram is painted like this because it's just soil we used, okay? Soil with a certain… a certain adhesive, sticks like paint. And all buildings in the ashram were painted like this. And all sadhus, sannyasis, those who are on spiritual path, wash their clothes with red earth, filtered earth, with that they wash, so that's why that color, that's how it's come. So either you must wash separately or every time you must coat it with some soil material so that the runanubandha, the only runanubandha that you hold is with the earth, not with people around you, not with things around you, just with the planet. That is okay. Because if you wear clothes, because the word soil here is used differently, if you wear soiled clothes no, not like that. Dipped in red earth, if you wear these clothes, in some way it is a reminder for the body as to where it comes from and where it'll go. So, those who are on the spiritual path always use clothes which have been dipped in filtered red earth. You won't see it, it doesn't feel like it, but actually the very color, actually the white clothes turn into mud color because it's been constantly washed with filtered earth. So washing runanubandha is… one way of doing it is you have a mud bath. So existentially, when physical memory overlaps upon itself, it will cause a physical level of confusion, which will bring a certain level of discomfort, lack of exuberance, lack of involvement with anything, that you become a veteran when you're living. You must be a veteran of life after you're done with it. Before you're done with it, you shouldn't become a veteran, isn't it? But that will happen to you. That means in some way, because of overlapping memory, you become less alive to everything around you. That's what we're concerned about, that you're becoming less alive.
So, Sadhguru, what about when people say that we were created by God?
Obviously, you did not create yourself, that's for sure. Our ideas of God may vary from culture to culture. Different people around the world have different ideas about it, different beliefs about it. But why we came to this idea is this: we all crawled out of our mother's wombs and you see a newborn child how he's looking. He's asking, who, what the hell is all this? So much creation. Do you see question marks in his eyes? What? So much. did all this? Obviously, first he looks at his mother. Well, the mother delivered you, but she can't deliver the planet. Then you look at your father, well, obviously he can't do all this. Then you looked at every other adult around you, nobody seems to be capable of doing all this. Then being human beings, we say, there is a big human being sitting up there. He does all this. I'm sorry ladies, he's a man. Because we are human, we are thinking a big human is up there. But it's a fact that we did not create this, isn't it? Neither this nor this. We did not create this, we meddled with it. We meddled with it, we muddled with it, but we did not create it, for sure. So we need an explanation. This is a choice you have. Do you need an explanation or are you willing to explore? If you explore, you will come to one kind of situation within yourself. If you come to agreement with some explanation that somebody gives you, the only choice is either to believe it or disbelieve it. If you believe it, you will become confident. It'll not bring any clarity, it'll bring you confidence. If you disbelieve it, you will be confused. If you're joyfully confused, it's very wonderful. But most people don't know how to handle their confusion joyfully. When they get confused, they make themselves miserable. But the most wonderful thing in human intelligence is to recognize what you do not know as you do not know. Everything that you do not know, you believe. This is a serious problem. We have done terrible things to each other simply because I believe this, you believe that. Continuing to do it even now, isn't it, across the world? Because I believe one thing and you believe something else. Now if I let you live, my belief will suffer. The best thing is you're dead. Yes because you believe something else is the truth and I believe something else is the truth, now both of us can't live in one place. We can pretend for some time. When it comes to real issues, we can't be in one place. Why is it it's so difficult? If you really have a working intelligence, you must be able to see what I do not know as I do not know, isn't it? Is it not very human and very wonderful to see what I do not know, what's the big deal about? If you see I do not know is an immense possibility. Only when you see I do not know, the possibility of knowing becomes a reality. If you see I do not know, the longing to know, the seeking to know, and the possibility of knowing becomes a living reality. Everything that you do not know, you believe. You have to be only among your kind. If you are with another kind of people, either they should not exist or you should not exist, that's all it'll lead to. So this is something that we have to come to, because human intelligence is at its best when it does not know. If I just think I know, I will become stupid because I have my conclusions about everything. If I see I do not know, intelligence is full on, isn't it? You want to keep your intelligence in a working mode or a off mode? You saving it for another place? No, I want to know because it looks like that. A lot of people are saving it for elsewhere. No, you need it here. If you need it here, please look at this and see. If when you see I do not know, you become very conscious, very aware, very alert, is it true? When you think I know, you do the dumbest and idiotic things, very gross things, yes or no? If you really see I do not know, you have fight with nobody. You have no fight with anybody, isn't it? I know is always a fight. So in the yogic culture, there is a phenomena. I'm calling this a phenomena because today, this evening you may not understand what I'm saying, but if you invest some time and energy, you will understand. We identify with our ignorance, never with our knowledge. Because it doesn't matter how much you know, if you read the libraries on the planet, still what you know is the minuscule in this existence, isn't it? Hello? But your ignorance is boundless. Yes or no? So, if you're identified with your ignorance, you will be borderless, boundless human being. If you're identified with your knowledge, you will become a constipated human being. Constipated means it happens little by little. This is how life is happening right now. Little by little it is happening. It is not happening in a beautiful way. It is little by little. We have to strive to find one moment of joy somewhere. We have to do so many things to experience one moment of ecstasy. If you want to just live here, drenched with nameless ecstasies going on in every cell in your body, every moment of your life, then you must identify with your ignorance. You must come to terms with your ignorance. If you come to terms with your ignorance and pay enough attention, if you're ignorant, you naturally pay attention, isn't it? If you pay enough attention, you will see with all this scientific knowledge that we have, we still do not know one atom in its entirety. We know how to use them, we know how to break them, we know how to fuse them, we know how to make them explode, but we don't know what the hell it is, even today. Yes or no? So if you pay enough attention, you clearly realize you don't know a thing. Well, he asked that question, this is all I did. When I was just 4.5 years of age, I suddenly realized I don't know a thing. So if somebody gave me a glass of water, I'm just looking at the water because I do not know what is water. Well, I know how to use the water, but I don't know what it is. Even today you don't know what it is. If I find a leaf, I'm staring at it for 4-5 hours. If I sit up in my bed, I'm just staring at the darkness for the entire night. My dear father, being a physician, he started thinking I need psychiatric evaluation. So this boy is simply staring at something all the time. My problem is I look at this, I still don't know this, so I'm not able to shift my attention to anything else. If I look at this, I'm just looking at this because I've still not figured this out. So, if you pay enough attention, this universe opens its doors only to those who pay enough attention. Whichever door has been opened for you in your life has opened because you paid attention to that dimension of life. Yes or no? That's the only way it works. Now, if your attention is such, it is not seeking anything, but it's simply attentive. It pays attention to everything. It does not decide an elephant is more important than an ant. It just pays attention to everything because this is the nature of creation. If you look at an ant, have you paid enough attention to an ant ever? I spent a lot of time with them. Believe me, it's one of the finest machines on the planet. Yes or no? If you had a car like this, you could do all the California deserts effortlessly. It's such a fine machine, it's not a simple thing. If you pay enough attention to the ant, you will realize whatever created this ant, it did not pay any less attention to the ant than it paid to you. Yes or no? Then who the hell are you to decide who should get more attention and less attention? It is just that you have to sharpen your ability to pay attention, not to any particular thing, just simply pay attention. If you pay enough attention, is it true this body, though you gave food from outside, this body was created from inside? Yes? So whatever is the source of creation must be functioning from within you, isn't it? Is it? So, when you don't know what is the nature of the source of creation, you may use in English language. In India we have many words. In this part of the world you may call it God. It's just your explanation for the source of creation, isn't it? Because you have no explanation for the creation, you saying God made this. We have 1,000 names for that, all right? But fundamentally, we are trying to explain the source of creation. Is it true in your experience, the source of this life's creation is functioning from within you? If it's functioning from within you, if it's somewhere up there and you missed it, it's okay. If it's happening from within you and you missed it, isn't it a tragedy? Hello? If the source of creation is throbbing within you and you did not notice it, are you not a tragedy? So my entire life and work is to just avoid the tragedy for people.
Thank you for joining us. Please share your observations on this subject in the comments, subscribe to continue our journey together, and invite others to join this path. See you soon.